You were never taught about money in school, not really. You learned how to memorize, follow rules, and wait for permission. But no one taught you the real stuff. How to build wealth, how to escape the system, how to make your money work harder than you ever could. So here's the deal. This first act will be uncomfortable because we're going to break the chains that are keeping you broke. Beliefs, excuses, habits. And when we're done, you'll never look at money or your life the same way again. Let me ask you this. If life was a game, why are you playing it without a playbook? Most people are reactive with money. They spend emotionally, save inconsistently, and invest rarely. Why? Because they think money is about luck or hard work alone. But the wealthy? They treat it like chess, not dice. Monopoly board flipping into real-world city skyline. Time-lapse of someone budgeting versus someone binge spending. The rich don't work harder. They think differently. They treat money like a soldier. Every dollar has a mission. You're either a general or you're on the battlefield with no armor. Jeff Bezos didn't get rich because he worked 100 times harder than you. He built systems. He understood leverage. He knew the rules. But how do you start learning the rules without getting scammed, overwhelmed, or quitting? That's next. Be honest. What's your first memory of money? Was it your mom saying, "We can't afford that"? Or your dad yelling, "Do you think I'm made of money"? No? Just me? Your subconscious beliefs about money control your financial behavior. If you believe money is the root of all evil, you'll subconsciously repel wealth. If you believe rich people are greedy, you'll sabotage success. Brain scans lighting up around fear triggers when hearing debt or investing. Old notebook pages saying, "Save every penny," dissolving into new ones labeled, "Grow your income." You can't out-earn a broke mindset. Ask, what did you learn about money growing up? Challenge, what if everything you believe about wealth is wrong? But mindset alone isn't enough. Because if you're still trading your time for money, you're stuck in a rigged system. Let's break down a common lie. If I work hard, I'll be rich. Really? Then how come janitors and delivery drivers work harder than some millionaires and still struggle? Your income potential is capped when it depends on your time. You need scalable income, leveraged income, and passive income. Working more hours is not the answer. Working smarter is. You have 24 hours a day. So does Elon Musk. The difference? He multiplies his impact. You're selling your time. He's buying it back. So how do you escape this trap? How do you stop trading time and start buying freedom? That's what we reveal in the next act. You've been lied to, but now you know the truth. Money isn't about working more. It's about working right. Mindset isn't optional. It's mission critical. And if you keep doing what everyone else is doing, you'll keep getting what everyone else is getting. Debt, stress, disappointment. You were meant for more. So let's build it. Here's the brutal truth. If you're waiting to save what's left over, you'll never save anything. Most people spend first, then maybe save what's left. Wealthy people flip that script. They treat saving, investing like rent. It's non-negotiable. You have subscriptions for Netflix, Spotify, and DoorDash, but none for your future. Set up automatic transfers the moment your paycheck hits. Aim for 15 to 20% minimum to investments or savings. Build this habit before increasing your income. But saving alone won't make you rich. It just gives you capital to deploy. So now let's build the machines that grow it. A job gives you income. An asset gives you freedom. Your goal isn't more money, it's more automated money. A money machine is anything that generates income without trading time. Investments, real estate, online businesses, digital products, royalties, etc. You're on TikTok for 3 hours a day. What if you spent 3 hours a week building something that pays you forever? Start a content brand. monetize affiliate, merch, ads, invest in index funds, plus reinvest returns, buy a duplex and rent half out, create a digital course or toolkit, license your skills, coding, design, writing. If you don't build a system that pays you while you sleep, you'll work until you die. So what's the best way to control your money once you start making it? Let me show you the formula. This is the formula that keeps you rich, even when your income explodes. 70%, living expenses, housing, food, bills, lifestyle. 20%, investments, stocks, real estate, business. 10%, generosity, donations, family, community. It forces financial discipline. It protects against lifestyle creep. It builds wealth steadily and sustainably. No, 10% generosity does not include buying shots for random people at the club. Even if you're only making $2,000 a month, allocate by ratio. The system builds habits first, wealth later. But now comes the part they never teach you. It's not about making money, it's about keeping it. Most people go broke not because they're dumb, but because they didn't protect what they built. Once you start making money, your number one job is to make sure you don't lose it. LLCs, corporations to separate personal versus business finances. Health, life, disability, renters, home deductions, retirement accounts, tax-advantaged investments, 6 to 12 months liquid cash. You insure your phone, but not your life? What if your money mindset is still stuck in 2012? One accident, one lawsuit, one economic shock. That's all it takes to wipe out years of work, unless you've armored up. Time is your most powerful wealth weapon. Not hustle, not skill, just time. The sooner you start investing, the more your money works for you, thanks to the power of compound interest. Start now, even with small amounts. If you're under 30 and not investing, even $50 a month, you're basically giving your future self the finger. Index funds, S&P 500, dollar cost averaging tax-free investment accounts, Roth IRA, TFSA, ISA, etc. Automated. Set it, forget it, watch it grow. But what if you don't have money to invest right now? Then it's time to fix your income, and that's what we do next. You don't get rich by cutting lattes. You get rich by raising your income ceiling. You can't save your way to wealth on a low income. Focus on high-leverage skills, career moves, and scalable side hustles. You're arguing about oat milk versus almond milk. Meanwhile, someone else just launched a $10,000 productized service. Pick one high-income skill. Learn it in 90 days. YouTube, Udemy, mentors. Start freelancing or applying. Stack it until you can reinvest profits. Wealthy people don't just budget, they earn like beasts and then budget like monks. But high income can be dangerous if your discipline doesn't grow with it. Most people go broke trying to look rich. The rich stay rich by living like they're still broke. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer of wealth. Discipline isn't about deprivation, it's about domination. Do you really need $300 sneakers to impress strangers at the gas station? Delay big purchases. Avoid emotional spending. Flex with net worth, not liabilities. A real flex? No debt, assets, ownership, freedom. But discipline alone won't win the war. You need identity. You need vision. You need to become someone new. If you want to be wealthy, you need to become the kind of person who builds wealth. Habits won't stick if identity doesn't shift. You need to see yourself as a builder, investor, king, queen, not a hustler, victim, or drifter. You're not just trying to get rich. You're rebuilding the legacy your bloodline never had. Visualize your wealthy life daily journal. What would a wealthy version of me do today? Cut anything that contradicts your future. Write this every morning. I am a builder of wealth. I am disciplined. I play the long game. Now, you've climbed far, but the real elite don't stop at money. They create dynasties. Are you ready for the final ascent? You've learned the rules. You've built the habits. You've shifted your identity. Now, the final test is legacy. Because real wealth isn't about what you earn, it's about what you leave behind. Money isn't the goal. Freedom is. Impact is. Legacy is. The rich think about decades. The wealthy think about generations. Your money should live longer than you. You didn't come this far just to buy Gucci belts and flex on Instagram. You came to break bloodline curses, to plant seeds your great-grandkids will harvest. Write a will. Set up a trust. Buy income-producing assets for your children. Fund causes, schools, communities. Build a family business or brand. Build something so powerful your last name becomes more valuable than your first. But how do you protect your empire once you build it? That's where the game becomes chess. The richest people in the world, you don't even know their names. Real wealth is quiet, hidden, strategic. Royalty doesn't need to shout. It commands silently. Loud money is borrowed money. Quiet money owns the building. Stay private. No need to post everything. Don't overshare income goals or investments. Avoid lifestyle signaling. Move with purpose, not performance. But here's the final piece. The crown. The mindset that locks in wealth permanently. Kings don't rent kingdoms. They own them. Ownership equals power. You want to own income streams, assets, land, your time, and your identity. Own your business. Own your real estate. Own your time. Say no. Own your image, your name, your story. You're out here chasing financial freedom, but you don't even own your content. Instagram owns it. Your job owns it. Even your time is rented. Take it back. The person who owns controls, and the person who controls wins. So what does a wealthy life actually look like? Not a fantasy, not a highlight reel, but a sustainable, elevated, purpose-driven way of living? Let's wrap it all together. You started this journey unsure, maybe even lost. Now look at you. You don't just have the map. You've become the builder. You wake up when you want. You own where you live. Your money makes money. Your name carries value. You're building something that outlives you. You're not chasing money anymore. You're mastering it. You're not just living, you're leading. So go out and build the kingdom. Your future is already watching. Your last name is waiting. This is your time. Go become royalty.